So if you are a healthy one, so if you are a healthy one, how your body functions, how your body symptoms will be. It may be your body temperature, it may be your vision, it may be your mental health. How your body functions, a healthy body function. So same, similar kind of body makeup and mental health will be maintained in the patient body with this homeopathic medicine. So that is the first one, law of similarity. And second one is law of direction of cure. The progressive movement of the disease symptom in a particular direction indicates that the patient is being cured. The symptomology moves from the most vital function centers to the least vital centers like skin. Okay, what that is here? Law of direction of cure. So, in which direction it should be cured? So if a person is having lung problem, if a person having kidney problem, from which place this cure should be come. So from that vital organs to the skin, it will cure in the patient's body. The third one is law of single remedy. The homeopathy medicine are always administered in single, simple, and unadulterated form. This not only produce the desired results in the patient, but also enables to this is not only produces the desired results in the patient, but also enables the physician to ascertain the effect of medicine in a better manner. So the single remedy. So in homeopathy, they'll be giving you a single type of drug at a time. So they'll be giving only one kind of drug in the same time, so that they'll be getting a good understanding on the how it is function on the patient. So the law of minimum dose. So the remedy is selected for a sick person is prescribed in a minimum dose so that it does not produce any toxic effects in the body. So you can see if it is an allopathy, nowadays people are simply taking, if they are having a small cold kind of thing, fever kind of thing, they are taking simply Dolo 650. So Dolo 650 means that is 650 mg. So earlier, people used to take paracetamol 500. Now that dose has been increased, so that 500 is not working in our bodies because we got resistant to 500. Now we have to use 650 mg. So in homeopathy, so, in the medicine is not given in the higher dosage forms. Here they'll be starting with minimum dosage form so that there won't be any toxic effect on our liver, kidney, other organs. Okay. Fifth one is law. The fifth one is law of potentiation. So the law of potentiation, the homeopathic medicine are prepared in special way known as drug dynamization or potentiation, whereby they retain maximum medicinal power even when diluted. So that's the power of long lasting. So here, when they are making the drug itself, they'll prepare medicines in such a way that if you mix a powder or if you mix the tablet in a water or something, if you dilute it also, so there should not be a power loss. So in that manner, they will be preparing the medicine. and that law of individualization. In every case, even the same element of treatment in homeopathy, it is strictly individual. That is, different medicine is administered for the same set of symptoms for different individuals. So, if two persons are going to homeopathy doctor with the same problem, but he'll be giving two different type of medicines, which are having similar way of treatment to the patients. Okay. These six laws are followed in the homeopathy. Okay. So this is on treatment in homeopathy. The treatment in homeopathy is unique and it is appear even as strange one to as we discussed. If two people are going to the same doctor with the same symptoms, that doctor is giving a different medicine, kind of medicine treatment to the two individuals. So that is one of the unique approach in this homeopathy. Unlike other symptoms of medicine, homeopathy uh, does not treat disease, but it targets the patient who is suffering from particular disease. Thus, the dictum goes: homeopathy treats the patient, but not the disease. So here, what happens in the homeopathy? Not like other medicine. If you take allopathy means this English medicine. If you are taking a paracetamol, that is targeting your fever and body temperatures. But here, homeopathy, that practitioners is targeting the patient, and they'll be not only treating the disease, they'll also treating the person who is suffering with the disease. Next, if you go to Ayush, so the Department of Indian System of Medicine and Homeopathy, okay, ISM and H, created in 1955, has been re-customized as Ayush. The acronym Ayush stands for Ayurveda, Yoga, and Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, and Homeopathy. This AYUSH is then Ayush. I stands for A for Ayurveda, Y for Yoga, U for Unani, S for Siddha, H for Homeopathy. So this is formed in 2003. Okay. So with an aim to provide focused attention to the development of education and research in its component medicine system under the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Okay. So in 2003, the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has developed a unit known as AYUSH, which focuses mostly on Ayurvedic, yoga, naturopathy, Unani, and Siddha, and homeopathy. So AYUSH continues to lay emphasis on education standards, quality control, standardization of drugs, improving the ability of medicinal plant material for research and development. Okay. This Ayush mostly focuses on the medicinal plants and their research and develop R&D, research and development for the human welfare. Okay. Awareness generation about the efficiency efficacy of the system, both domestically internationally, like to produce organization ISM and HS, the Department of Indian System of Medicine and Homeopathy. So that will create awareness in the within the India as well as globally also. Okay? The roles of Ayush are: Ayush plays an important role in the upgradation of educational standards in Ayurvedic, Yoga, Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, Homeopathy colleges in the country. So the main motto of this Ayush formation is they will uh, improve the standards, and they will develop good standards in the Ayurvedic, Yoga, Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, and Homeopathy colleges in the country. So they'll be giving funds to the colleges. They'll be arranging some useful plant materials, and they'll be establishing research centers in these colleges to develop this kind of medicine. and it strengthens the existing research institutes under its control and ensures time-bound research programs and identify disease for which these systems are proven effective treatment. So you have seen this COVID-19 pandemic, right? So this instead of Siddha, instead of Ayurvedic, so these will target this kind of pandemics, and they'll try to develop their own medicine. If it is possible in Ayurveda, they'll try with Ayurveda. If it is possible in homeopathy, they'll try in homeopathy. So, so they will always focusing on the welfare of human to get new drugs. It draws up schemes for promotion, cultivation, and presentation of medicinal plants used in the system of medicine. So, as we are discussing in this Ayurveda and Siddha, so medicinal plants are playing a key role in the development of new drugs, right? So, they will promote some scheme to cultivate and regenerate medicinal plants in the different institutions. And fourth one, it evolves the pharmacopoeial standards of Indian system of medicine and homeopathy. So just not simply developing or giving funds to the R&D. So they'll maintain the pharmacopoeia standard. Pharmacopoeia standards. So there are different pharmacopoeias in the world. Like in India, it is Indian pharmacopoeia. So US, it is US pharmacopoeia, Japanese pharmacopoeia, so European pharmacopoeia, these are there. So these are the pharmacopoeias which maintain standards. So if a drug has to be uh, give give sent to a market, means it has to pass this standards of pharmacopoeias. Like it should pass from Indian. If a drug has to come in India, means new drug has to come in India, means it has to follow the standards of Indian pharmacopoeia and it has to get approval from it. But if you want to send a drug to worldwide or if you want to send a drug to US, means so that drug should follow the US pharmacopoeia rules and standards. Okay, so they'll maintain this kind of standards. So Ayush is the apex body of the following councils, besides a number of national institutes dealing with the medicinal system across the nation. There. So Ayush, under the Ayush, there are different councils and councils are there. So one is Central Council for Research in Ayurveda and Siddha. CCRAS is Central Council for Research in Ayurveda and Siddha. Another one is CCRMU. CCRMU means Central Council for Research in Unani Medicine. Okay. So and what CCIM, Central Council for Indian Medicine, and CCRH is there, Central Council for Research in Homeopathy, and CCRYN is there, Central Council for Research in Yoga and Naturopathy, and the CCH is there, Central Council for Homeopathy is there. Here you can see there are two research institutes for homeopathy. One is for Ayurveda and Siddha, one is for Unani medicine, and one is for yoga and naturopathy. Right? So there is a large network of traditional healthcare with registered practitioners, reason, institutions, and licensed pharmacies. The National Rural Health Management seeks to revitalize local health traditionals and mainstream eyes to strengthen the public health system at all levels. So there in the eyes they'll be taking people's health, we can say in the form of their experiences. The local practitioners will be there in this Ayurveda and all. So with them they are taking some information and they are making some they're standardizing it and maintaining for the future generations. Okay, out of which Central Institute of Medicine and Aromatic Plant, the CMAP is there. Okay, CMAP Lucknow, we have a main branch. Even in Hyderabad also CMAP one branch is there. So CMAP is for Central Institute of Medicine and Aromatic Plants. Has been established under the Aegis Council of Scientific and Industrial Research is CSR. Okay. Yes, CMAP is developed under CSR. CSR is a one of the funding institutions of India. So Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, which provides a high-end standard instrumentation and facilities for the research. So the CMAP is founded in 1959 with a mission to be the ultimate in green technology for better health and life. So what is the mission of this CMAP is to be the ultimate in green technologies for better health and life. So you can see that green technologies means which is leaf dependent. Leaf means ultimately plants. So this CMAP wanted to be the ultimate source for the good, better health and life by using this green technologies. Its activates activities center around the drug yielding plant and those yield emission oils. So it is mainly focuses on the medicinal plants and their essential oils. Apart from headquarters in Lucknow, as I told you, Lucknow we have a main branch. There are many units of CMAP operating in regionals like Kashmir, Uttar Pradesh, in Telangana, Hyderabad, Karnataka, Bangalore, and Mysore. Okay, the regional centers we can say they are in one center is there in our Hyderabad also. The CMAP is uh, interested in introduction of new variety collection and identification of medicinal and aromatic plant and maintain a herbarium of these same. So they are more interested in identify and collection of new medicinal and aromatic plants, and they also maintain a herbarium of these collected plants. It is engaged in the extraction of drugs, essential oils, and chemical analysis of the plants. So the main work in the CNAP will be like, so they'll do extraction of new drugs, and they will check their activities, and they will isolate essential oils from the plants, and they'll do the chemical analysis of those oils and the drugs isolated from the plants. The pharmacognostic studies are also undertaken. So after isolating this drug, they'll be testing. So if the plant is having antimicrobial activity, means they'll be conducting antimicrobial activities, antioxidant properties. So if they want to study some animal studies also, they'll be giving the drug to, they'll sending to the institutes, and they'll be studying the what the drug activities also. Okay. It has been developed new agro techniques for the cultivation on a large scale. And see, if a good medicinal plant has been identified and collected, so it has to be propagated and it has to be distributed to the people around the world so that we can get more production of the particular medicinal plants, right? So they will develop some agro techniques to cultivate these medicinal plants in the large scale. So the role of CMAP. The CMAP is instrumental and identified with the instruction of such medicinal plants like Diascorea, Scovia into India, and the large scale production of geranium, citronella oil, etc. So medicinal plants like Rauwolfia, Datura, etc. is now focusing its attention to newer areas with excellence. So some examples of plants they have given: Diascorea pentaphylla, Scaviola taccata, and Rauwolfia pentaphylla, Rauwolfia serpentina, Datura metal. So this kind of plants are there. So they are developing some large-scale production protocols, as well as they are developing new methods to extract drug from the this kind of plants. And CMAP is now focusing its attention to newer areas with excellent infrastructure facilities for various molecular techniques like DNA fingerprinting, functional genomics, drug discovery, transgenic bioreactors, gene banks, and analytical labs. So initially it was not that much infrastructure was there. Now they have been getting a new infrastructure where they can perform DNA fingerprinting. So why DNA fingerprinting will be done? So DNA fingerprinting will be done for identifying the plants. See, in phenotypically the plant may look similar, but so their genetic makeup may be different and their medicinal activity may be different. So by using this DNA fingerprinting technique, we can identify the genetic makeup of the plants, and we can see the potential use for the human health. Okay. Not only DNA fingerprinting, they're also focusing on functional genomes. So they'll be sequencing whole genome of a plant, and they are identifying which gene is responsible for a particular medicinal activity. Okay. And drug discovery, as we discussed. So we'll be isolating phytochemical compounds from the leaves, stem, bark, roots of the plants. So after isolating, we'll be doing some analysis to find which chemical is having this particular activity, like anti-cancer activity, anti-diabetic activity, so different activities. So which kind of compound is having, so that if you can isolate that particular compound, we can go for the large scale production to meet the demand of the public. Okay. So, and transgenic bioreactors. So here transgenic bioreactors means as some bacteria, some other animal source having some good properties. No? So that kind of genes can be isolated and that can be transferred into a plant system, so that that gene is expressed in the plant system, so that we can get the product from the plant, and we can use them as a bioreactors to get the large scale production of the particular drugs, and maintaining gene banks. So because because of this genetic transformation, in ultimately we may lose the native plant, the original plant, so that they'll be maintaining the gene bank, so that the original and native plant will be available whenever we require. Okay. Separate wings have been set up with eminent scientists to conduct research in respective areas. One is conservation and utilization of genetic resources of medicinal and aromatic plant is being done. So see, within the CMAP, there are different wings are there. So one will focus on conservation and utilization of genetic resources. So we have to conserve some new species we are getting at. We have to conserve that native gene makeup, right? So to have that, we have to maintain some gene bank, so that in future, whenever we require, no, we can get from the gene banks. Okay. So they'll be saving the genetic resources of the aromatic plants. Okay. So bio prospection and development of technologies for therapeutic and nutraceutical, agrochemical, and healthcare production of are undertaken. So bioprospectation and development of technologies for therapeutics. So if you are isolating a drug, how it has to be used for your therapeutic purposes. So his and for your agrochemical purpose or healthcare production, it has been one wing as maintained. So bio-village approach for mission program on technology dissemination in uranium uh, in Uttarakhand, and Augustimo Pocholi in Karnataka, Artemisia in Uttar Pradesh, rosemary and Simbaboga in Andhra Pradesh. So this different plants stay under programs have stay undertaken in different states in India. Development of improved varieties and agro technologies and products is in progress. So they are also developing improved varieties of agro technologies is now one of the focusing area of this CMAP. And plant tissue culture technologies for developing to plant regeneration and secondary metabolites production is studied. So in plant tissue culture we have advantage, like with a single plant we can produce lakhs of plants. And for example, you can say one plant is having powerful chemicals in the its roots. So if it is having in root means, if you want that product means you have to sacrifice the plant. You have to uproot the plant, then only you can take the roots. No? But in plant tissue culture, we have a beautiful technology called hairy root cultures by agrobacterial mediated gene transformation. So that hairy roots will be produced in the lab itself, and that compound, whatever we are aiming for, that can be produced in the lab in the culture bottle itself, so that we need not to sacrifice the plant for our health benefits. integrated nutrient and pest management strategies leading to near organic farming are in progress. So integrated nutrient and pest management. So now the uh, pest diseases are the one of the drawbacks and main threats to the crop system, right? So because of pest attack, we'll be getting less heat. So integrated nutrient management and pest management, uh, by following these methods, we can get good yield. So we can control the pest and all. And basic research in selected medicinal and aromatic plants for future exploitation is encouraged, which mainly the geranium and artemisia, patchouli, etc. So the basic research on the selected medicinal plants. So they have selected a few medicinal plants and they're conducting a basic research to explore more about those plants. Okay. So the herbal disinfectant and mosquito repellent of mutation, aloe-based hand and face wash, uh, general hygiene, skin and hair care products, and antifungal formulations, pain relieving formulations, and nutraceutical are ready to be licensed. So, have you heard about this Simbopogon citrulence, that is lemongrass? Lemongrass is having the mosquito repellent property. So, if you are taking a lemongrass juice and putting in your all out, of course, some lemongrass oil. If you're putting in your all out refills are there, no? So that chemicals which is released, that smell which is releasing from the oil, no? That is having mosquito repellent property and which is completely safe and healthy. And same way people are using, they are developing aloe vera is there, no? So aloe vera based hand washes and all. So they are very safe hand washes, face washes. So they'll be having a safe. So they are free from chemical. So they won't be having any side effects. So the CMAP also plays an important role in knowledge dissemination through books, bulletins, and several training programs and interactive meetings. And CMAP also conduct some meetings to give awareness to the farmers, and they also train the farmers to grow some these kind of medicinal plants. And they also release books often quarterly, so that books will contain information regarding this medicinal plants and their applications. And the CDRI, next one, Central Drug Research Institute. CDRI also is located in Lucknow. The Central Drug Research Institute, CDRI Lucknow, is a premier institute of CSR. It is like CMAPS. CDRI also one of the institutes in under CSIR. It is established in the year of 1957. It carries out the work of biomedical research. Okay. It has several talented and eminent scientists in its staff. It has 17 research and development wings and a few centers and one field station aimed to assist the operational support. Okay, so there are several R&D departments are there in this CDRI, which aims for the biomedical research. Okay, the role of CDRI. The role of CDRI has rendered its valued infrastructure and expertise to develop a drug right from its conceptualization to market. So they are not just simply developing a drugs in their market laboratory level. So if a drug is development, they'll also make in the to meet the market level. So they are also synthesize drug in the large scale level. It employs very latest technologies and methodologies for developing drugs, diagnostics, and vaccines. So this CDRA uses high-end technologies to develop new drugs to diagnose the disease and to prepare vaccines, which acts in the for, forefront in providing disease prevalent among mankind in general and Indian population in particular. So it is not only for our India. It will also focus on worldwide. If a pandemic is coming in other countries also, they'll be taking symptoms. They'll be collecting some samples and they'll be working in our India CDRA. It undertook cellular and molecular studies to understand disease process and reproductive physiology. You know, right? If a malaria is infected to a person, so it will have two life cycles. One life cycle in one life cycle in mosquito, life cycle in human body. So it will produce, it will multiply. No? So they'll use some molecular techniques to study their way of disease, and they'll also see their reproductive physiology so that they can control their multiplying, so that we can reduce the burden of disease. There is development of contraceptive agent and device to control the population explosion. They also develop some contraceptive agents and devices to control population explosion. The systemic evaluation of medicinal properties of national product is one of the thrust area of research by the institute. They focus systemic evolution of medicinal properties from the natural products. So instead of this synthetic medicine, they'll focus on natural products of the from the plants, medicinal plants. The institute is equally interested in development of technologies for drugs, intermediates, and biological products. Okay. The one of the key interests of this institute, development of technologies for developing new drugs, okay, and drug intermediates and biological products. The CDRI undertakes extension work also. It disseminates the information in the field of drug research, development, and production. So they're more focused on, so the name itself, Central Drug Research and Institute, no, they'll be more focusing on new drug development or new drug production. Okay. Another one is NMPB is there, National Medicinal Plant Board. So very few plants such as ashwagandha, belladonna, senna, foxglove, etc., were taken up for cultivation in India on account of their proven therapeutic virtues. So most of us know this ashwagandha, right? Bacopa monera, right? So we know few plants only, and which are cultivating in the large scale in India, right? Subsequently, agrotechnology packages have been produced by a few CSR and ICAR institutions close to it. The Department of Indian System of Medicine and Homeopathy, now known as Ayush, has developed agrotechnology protocols for about 130 species used in traditional medicine system in 32 institutions across the country, besides other activities. So, apart from developing new drugs and new technologies, so this CSR and ICR means Indian Council of Agriculture Research, and the CSR, Scientific Council of Scientific and Industries, that both together developed protocols, agrotechnologies for 130 species, which are more significant in traditional milk system, so which can grow by the farmers now. Now, medicinal plants board has been set up by the IS exclusively to look into all aspects of medicinal plants trade for large-scale cultivation of certain selected species. See, you have seen this CMAP. CMAP is mostly focusing on medicinal and aromatic plants, their aromatic oil production. But this CDRI focusing on the drug development, drug discovery, diagnosis, and all. But this National Medicinal Plant Board more focused on cultivation of this medicinal plants in a large scale to get the natural product. Natural product of this drug. The roles of this NMPP. The NMPP takes up identification, uh, inventorization and the qualification of medicinal plants. So it will initially it will identify the plant. After that, it will understand its growth parameters and all. It will help the farmers to grow the plants in a large scale. Second one, it promotes ex situ and in situ conservation and cultivation. So in situ means within the area. So if you can see a medicinal plant in a village or in a forest, so they will cultivate their plants in the native place is known as in situ conservation. And ex situ conservation means, so if a plant is available in Nalamala forest, so then cultivate in Nalamala forest is in situ conservation. If they bring the medicinal plant to different parts of India, is known as ex situ. So if they are cultivating, that will be ex situ cultivation. If they are saving them for conservation purpose, that is known as ex situ conservation. It promotes cooperative efforts among collaborators and growers, assisting them to store.
Sir,
Yeah,
once again you explain ex situ and in situ.
yeah. See, in situ conservation is in situ. First, we'll talk about cultivation. So, if a plant is belong to a native area, for example, if a medicinal plant is growing in your village, okay. So this NMPP sends a person, a qualified person, to uh, keep the plant safe in your place. After that, so getting some seedlings or getting some plantlets from that in your village and growing them in your village or that area is known as in situ conservation within the area. Okay, and if that medicinal plant is been taking to Hyderabad, been taking to some Lucknow, been taking to some Kashmir and all, no? And they are cultivating. So if they are cultivating there means that is ex situ because that is not their native place, no, the plants. So they are taking to different parts of the India or world. They are cultivating them. So that cultivation is known as ex situ cultivation. If they are conserving it, so that the cultivation means if it is plant is having fruits or roots something important means, so they'll be extracting from that. But conservation means they won't extract anything from the plants, they'll just keep on increasing their number. Okay, so if they are increasing their number in the native placements in situ conservation, if they are increasing their number in different parts of the India, different plant of the world means ex situ conservation. Okay, so there is a difference between conservation and cultivation, right? Understood?
Yes, sir.
So, and it is also promotes the cooperative effects among the collectors and growers. Okay? And it will maintain. See, as we discussed, if a good medicinal plant is there in your area, so it will maintain some cooperative effects because if a farmer or people has to grow in different apartments, they'll assist them. They'll tell them how to grow them, how to maintain them. They'll also assist to maintain and grow the medicinal plant. It takes up matters relating to the import and export of raw material and value product as medicine, food supplements, or as herbal, including adaptation of better technologies for marketing. So see, some plants fruits may be valuable, some plant seeds may be valuable, some plants roots may be valuable. So their exports and imports, how we have to pack them, how we have to export to some other countries. So they are also taking care of this. It plays an important role in undertaking and awarding scientific and technological research. So it will also uh, appreciates scientific technologies and research which is developing this medicinal plants. The board develops protocols for cultivation and quality control. So just not simply growing the plants. See, some plants soil matters. So if you can see, paddy will grow nice in this block soil, and if sugar cane also grows in block soil. So the sandalwood, red sandal kind of things will grow in different soils. So if you take a cola plant, cola sorghum that grows in sandy soil, so they'll suggest, they'll help the farmers and growers how you can grow better. So they'll do some quality control also because if you are growing the plant in a soil, the quality of drug maybe varies from the soil to soil and nutrition management, water management, many things will be there. So they'll look after the quality, and it encourages the protection of patent rights and intellectual property rights. See, you are the one who first time identified a plant and with a good medicinal properties. So then they will give you patents also because you are the one who identified and isolated drug from it. So you'll be given patent, and whomever using the your drug, so they has to give you some royalty to it. So this they'll maintain intellectual property, license. So uh, see if we are having, this thumbs up, that thumbs up is of Coca-Cola. The brand name is there, no? So that is of their own, and the thumbs up bottle shape will be there. No? That thumbs up bottle is shape has been uh, uh, a registered shape for the thumbs up company. So that kind of things will be maintained by this intellectual property rights. And if you're having a company, if you're having a symbol, say your company logo will be there. No? That logo you have to, if you are registering that logo means, if somebody has to use that logo, they have to take your permission, or else they will be punished with this intellectual property rights. It promotes the medicinal uh, and aromatic plants as rural livelihood package. So basically, in rural villages, these plants can be grown, uh, and after growing this medicinal plants, so the farmers and the village peoples can be uh, given somewhat charges kind of thing. So they'll ask the village people to grow the plants, and so they'll be taking from that. For that, they'll be paying also. You could see this summary of this one. So traditional medicine is a comprehensive term used to refer to the traditional medicinal system, such as traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurveda, Unani medicine, and various other forms of indigenous medicine. So this traditional medicine means the medicinal practices which have been following uh, in India or other countries worldwide by the ancient people. From the ancient people till today, they are using it, and they're not too advanced or something. So that kind of things comes under the tradition. For example, like traditional Chinese medicine or Indian Ayurveda, Unani medicine, homeopathy, Siddha, this kind of things will be there in this tradition. Among various health protecting sciences, Ayurveda, the science of life, is the best. So the world is accepted that Ayurveda is one of the best treatment in the world. Ayurveda is stated to be eternal in its scope and progressive in its outlook. It is both preventive and curative. So Ayurveda will prevent, see, prevention is better than cure kind of slogans will listen. So it is preventive. So it will prevent from the disease before it attacking. After attacking, it will cures also. It is preventive and curative. The concept of Siddha medicine system are similar to Ayurveda, but the use of metal and the minerals is predominant in Siddha. Without we'll be using copper bottles, metals, so the minerals will be there. So they'll be helping in cure. In Siddha, one more thing will be like chanting of mantras will be there, which will help to cure better. In United system of medicine, uh, it is primarily focus on ancient method of medicine that were used taught by its traditional founders. Homeopathy is based on the natural law of healing. At Similia, Similibus Parentio, IS, CMAP, CTRIs promotes cultivation and regeneration of medicinal plants used in the system of medicine. Unit 8 is over. Okay. So this is for today. We'll discuss remaining topics next Friday. If you have any doubts, if you want to ask anything, you can ask.
Sir, can you tell once again CDRI role,
CDRA
Central
Lucknow.
Drug Research?
CDRA Lucknow more focuses to develop new drugs. Okay. So plant-based product will be there. No? So plants are having some medicinal properties. Medicinal properties means they are mostly metabolites. Secondary metabolites will be there. So as we discussed, secondary metabolites like terpenoids, phenolics, nitrogen-containing compounds, etc. will be there. So that more focuses to develop new drugs from the plants. So they are not only developing, they are establishing some other institutes. So develop new R&D. So in CDRA, they will use sophisticated techniques. So new techniques will be there, you know, like high-end technology like real-time PCR, genome sequencing, that kind of things they'll use. Ultimately, they will develop new drugs as well as not only for laboratory scale, they'll develop the drugs in the large scale also to meet the population demand. They'll encourage the biomedical research. Okay, this drugs ultimately cures and human applications. So those kind of things are known as biomedical application. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So if I want to share you the PPT, how can I share it? Which way? Do you have any group or this thing? How do you get in this PPT?
Sir, I will write my phone number, so you share in that. I will share in the group, sir.
WhatsApp group is there already, or you want to share here in this chat box?
WhatsApp group is there, sir. I
I'll,
will give you my number. You share to my number, then I will share in the group.
I'll talk to this Kumar sir is then Kumar sir are around. I'll be talking to them. After that, I'll be sharing the PPTs because let me prepare all neat PPTs so that which will help you to prepare well. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'll make summarized PPTs and with images so that you people can easily understand. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I was little engaged so that I am able to prepare good PPT for you today. So because Friday,
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday will be there. We will because that three classes only there as for my knowledge. So within the 3 days we'll be covering all these topics in a understanding manner. Okay, this is my promise to you guys. So whatever we are focusing in the next coming classes, they'll be little crystal clear and crispy. So they'll be it will be in a better manner than this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I'll talk to this Kumar sir and I'll try to share the papers in your group. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I hope we can end the class now. Thank you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Any doubts? No doubts.
No, no, sir.
Thank you.